Me did Yanyante Chua, and maybe I'm discovered for you, Pakuma Busia for Ghana. No, me used to tap send. Tap send. No fee mobile money transfer. Eye easy, eye convenient, eye fast, and sounds so free. Won't you share? Me discover ye mapim. Tap send. Intienne, also download the tap send app no ever mobile phone so free. Nefesi kakomu Busia for Ghana for na. Tap send. Papa no.
Everybody check now. Check it. Check it. The beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it. Check it. Green select glucometer. Check it. Put sugar level for check it. Check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Sammy Flex TV, when it comes to consistency, in the capital and beyond, no two ways, no doubt about it. We keep you updated on whatever is going on in our entertainment space and of course outside this. This is Sammy Flex Speaks, your favorite YouTube. Hasere dear, ultimo say, hey, no two ways, yen dear goal. Yet the name officially remains MC Berima, your favorite MC's MC. And today's episode, we would like to enter into the world, Nigeria, country, because there is a new bride out there. And then a lots of questions are popping up. It's good that Sammy Flex is already married, so he has a lot of ideas about whatever we are coming to discuss. So let's move straight whilst he drinks the water.
And a cup. Oh, cheers.
That's it. And Brasa, maybe I'm
Charlie, everything is well by grace.
We thank the living God. We thank God.
We are back to our normal base. That is Sammy Flex TV, finally.
Hallelujah.
Yeah, so it feels good to be back once again. And we want to tell the people that we are going to give you more. But regardless, we are still keeping Sammy Flex TV live.
For sure.
So you guys should know that everything is still going to be intact. Some fresh content there. So whilst we are giving the known ones here, we are giving you something fresh at the other side. Meet us any day for it and let's do it.
When we talk about entertainment,
no, we rule.
Charlie, we rolling, man.
Yani.
Charlie, but before we enter into Nigeria, I saw I think a news where Mr. Logic had a chance.
The Logic again?
Yes, to be interviewed.
Okay.
By Zion Fellis. And with what he said, I felt like, no, let me just bring it on board. Let's brush on it before we enter into the Nigerian space proper. Now, he's saying that the Ghana music industry is not supporting Yao Tog, this young champ who just completed his secondary school in the limelight with Stormzy, with Sorry Remix. Yao Tog, he's saying that Ghanaian industry, Ghana music industry, is not supporting this young champ. That is why he's being irrelevant. He's not really staying, like the relevance is not there. A little bit about it. Let's just brief it and then we move proper.
First of all, Logic is my guy, like my guy. Because when I started Plus FM, AM Plus, he was with me on that show. And I'm sure many people in the industry, especially the young folks, most of them got to know him from AM Plus, because at that time that show was numero uno. In fact, the whole of Ghana, it ruled everywhere. Everywhere you go to, it was AM Plus. So I think first of all, I'll give him some big ups for keeping himself till now. Because before that show until now, we have gone through so many phases, and he's still relevant in the game, and I'm so happy about it. The fact that he's still here, he's not gone down, because we started with many. Most of them, some of them are even dead. You understand? Some of them are dead, and apart from those who have died, there are some who are also not really active in the space. But in his case, he is still active and doing so well. So I want to say a big ups to him for whatever he's doing. I see him on some important platforms talking showbiz, and I feel good to know him. I feel good to be part of his journey, so it feels good. But I think his constant attacks on the Talk is not something I'm enjoying. And this is not my first time talking about it. I'm sure on this platform you've asked me a similar question before. That what do I think about Mr. Logic always hitting on the Talk? I don't like his constant attacks on the Talk. I keep saying this because the guy is young. The guy doesn't need the kind of pressure Mr. Logic seems to be giving him. And I don't want it to come across like he hates him. As a matter of fact, me, in this industry, there's nothing like hate. Or there's nothing like hatred, as some people make it look. When I hear or when I see people talking about this one hates the other one, this one hates that, I laugh. Nobody hates anybody. As a matter of fact, everybody is doing his or her role. We are all playing our different roles in the music industry or in the entertainment industry as a whole. So when I hear someone saying, oh, Mr. Logic is hating on Talk. No, Mr. Logic is not hating on Talk. He's playing a role as a critique, or he's playing a role as a reviewer. And I think he needs to stick to that. The only thing I can advise him to do is, knowing how young the guy is, knowing that even beyond having a hit song, he could still be naive in the industry. I'm expecting Mr. Logic to get closer, and some of these advice, give it to him directly than to make it public all the time. That is what I would want to say at this stage, that yes, I understand his opinions are his opinions, and he knows, he has been around. In fact, he's seen it all. He's made artists blow, he's made artists big in his career as in fact, as a musician, as an artist manager, as a songwriter, as a radio and entertainment pundit. He knows. So I am suggesting that now, Mr. Logic, if he wants to get in touch with the Talk or whoever his handlers are, it is never going to be difficult. So after saying one on air, after saying two on air, I wish that the rest, he goes to them directly, and if he has any advice that he would want to share with them, he goes ahead to share with them. So he can say, oh, Talk, this is what I think. You gave us, sorry, it was a hit song. You gave, and make me on you miss
I think say back fake ex girlfriend.
I have forgotten that song. And okay. Yeah, that song I think also did well.
Send me money.
Okay. That song also did well. So when Mr. Logic says he's losing relevance, I don't know what he wants the guy to do. Master, there are top artists who have not released hit songs in our time yet. For some time, most of them, in fact, now, if you are to look at the top guys, apart from Shatawale, who has a song banging now, most of the top guys, are they doing enough? They are not. When was the last time Zachary released the song? When was the last time Stonebwoy released the song? Is he saying they're also losing relevance? Even Samini. When was the last time Samini released the song? Can he say they are also losing relevance? So I think that the way he's handling the boys' issues, I'm not too enthused about it. Like I'm saying, he's a senior person in the game. He's a senior man in the game. He has so many ways of reaching something or reaching someone. So if he wants to handle this, he can handle it, and not the way he's doing it. Every day when he's out in the open, in the media space, talking about him, the boy might even think like that. And if he's not careful, one day he might even sound disrespectful to him. Because I think I watched an interview that Zion Felix or someone did with him, and the way he was talking, that I'd be hard guy, I've been a hard guy since blah blah blah. I felt if you give him the chance, and you see, as humans, when we become desperate, if you are not careful, we speak bad about you.
That side, even on United Showbiz, when Black Sharif had the chance to meet him on
he also spoke same way.
Yes, like if you look at his
gestures, yes,
it was something that if he had the chance, he would have just
done
more than that.
No, that's how human beings are. Human beings can give you all the respect, but if you are not careful and you abuse it, they will turn it around and it will sound something you will not like.
Yeah, sure.
So I still think that yes, it is good that Logic is proactive in doing some things. But I still feel he's a small boy. They should find a way of dealing with him than making it look like, oh, he can say anything to him at every point and at what time he likes. He has to watch it, because it will be sad when we see him disrespecting him.
Okay.
In fact, nobody would want to see him disrespecting logic, not at all.
Okay.
So he needs to be careful on that note.
All right. On that note, you made mention of hate. And sometimes, you know, last time when I was talking to you, I told you that I find it quite not too happy when I see this comment coming on our comment sections about hate and hate and hate like that. And then you still tell me to be strong and then...
Yeah. People will say it. You understand? Based on how you do your things. But in your heart, you know what you're doing. That's why I'm saying that there is no way Mr. Logic will say he hates Yautog. No, Mr. Logic cannot hate Yautog. Hate him for what?
Okay.
What competition does he have with Yautog? He doesn't have any competition at all with Yautog. So if someone says he hates him, no, he can't hate him. But I'm saying he can only change the status quo.
Okay.
How he is dealing with him.
All right.
He can change it, and if he changes it, everything will be fine. He cannot hate Yautog. They don't have any competition for anything. They don't have any competition at all. So he just handle how he talks, and everything will be fine.
Okay. So on that note, I have a test for you, a message for you actually.
Okay.
A note to Sammy Flex. Haters.
A note to Sammy Flex. Haters.
Yes, haters.
Okay.
All right. Hurt people. Oftentimes, childhood trauma and low self-esteem is a recipe to seek attention. Healthy individuals do not shower insult or spread malicious commentary or trumpet negative comments. When you judge, you are judged. No one knows everything in this world. You know what you know, but you don't know what you don't know. You don't claim to be the sharpest knife in the drawer. We can always agree to disagree without being angry. Do not entertain hate. Do not allow a few people to unresolved issues and trauma to hold you back from doing good work. They are essentially telling people how great they are and how bad you are. Continue to speak your truth. Dare to be different by not living in a guard real climate. You be you. Keep being you. And guess what this message is?
This is a serious message.
Yes.
Who is sending this one?
My God, mom, shout outs to you.
Hey, doctor. Doctor, salute. Oh, so this is my message, eh?
Your message.
I've gotten it in good. In fact, later send it to me. Let me take my time, read it, and soak it well. Because that tag there, we have received it. we received haters. But we know you don't hate. You know, when you know in your heart you don't hate, you forget about what people will say. So, Charlie, thanks, Dr. Anita. Big ups to you for your encouragement and inspiration all the time and motivation. In fact, we appreciate it. Good.
All right, so let's say a very big.
But your shirt too is nice, man.
Thank you very much.
Who did it?
Can't see. Melin Ado.
Melin Ado.
Yeah.
No, it's nice, oh.
Thank you
and it
very
fits
much.
the background too.
I know, right? The blue and then the blue and white and blue and white.
Yeah, man.
Melin Ado, shout outs to you wherever you find yourself. And
yeah.
so also checking out. Wait till my checking out. Oh, Instagram.
Melin Ado.
Melin
What spelling
Ado.
is saying?
Melin MERLIN and then the Ado. ADDO. Melin Ado.
Okay, Melin. I'll check it out. No, it's nice. It's nice.
Thank you
But
very
I like
much,
the
man.
design.
In fact,
simple but very catchy.
Yeah. No one
Yeah.
style meaning.
Wow.
So shout outs to you, Melin Ado.
Shout outs to Melin Ado.
So if we move on, emphasis that I say Emma Currency, the guitar Rasta, Lapigi, and of course Richie the finest boy Flex. Like I said earlier on, we are entering straight into the camps of Nigeria, the lands of Nigeria, where we find our beautiful. In fact, this woman, growing up as a child, I've really enjoyed her movies, or because of her demeanor or the skill, but because of her
looks.
Yeah. I just like this woman. I like her so much.
No, it's true. Rita Dominic has been a beautiful lady since.
Charlie.
And she always had some attitude in her movies. Like she's the calm but hard girl.
Yeah. Oh. off.
Yeah, you see her in movies and you see her like this girl, she's hard. In every movie, she's hard. So Rita Dominic, Charlie, she has been gracing our screens for quite a long time. In fact, I'm sure she's the inspiration for most of our top actors, like the Jackie Appiahs, Lydia Forson.
Yes.
So I was so happy when I saw Lydia Forson at the wedding. So far, she's the only Ghanaian I knew was at the wedding. I've not seen any other person yet. She's the only Ghanaian I knew at the wedding. So it feels good that you've brought her topic this evening for us to talk about her.
All right. So we are talking about her. Rita Uchenna Ekem Dominic has finally tied the knot with one fine, good business mogul. This man is being very, very on the low key. And
So I hear he's a very rich man, but on the low.
On the low. He's got an asset. He's there. He's gotten it. Now, looking at the age difference, Rita Dominic, the last time I checked, now is 46 years. And the man that she got married to is 56 years. And there are little pops up questions. And I work of why she's going to marry. Yes, she's going to marry an old elderly person, and apart from that, is because of the wealth, because of the riches. That is why she is into this man. Looking at a fine lady like this, why would you go in for a man like that? You being an expert on this field.
It's expert. In which other fields? Marriage field.
Marriage field. Me looking at me there. I'm not yet married.
Yeah, no, I have some good experience.
Yes.
At least I'm 9 years experience.
You see
that's dope. Next year I'll be 10 years.
And the party
next year I'll do a big party. My 10th anniversary after marriage, I'll throw a huge party.
Praise the
no
Lord.
two ways about that.
We will be living healthy and strong as well. So, Brother Sammy, this is what people are saying out there.
Okay.
What is your take on it? To get married, do you have to consider age difference?
Oh yes, you have to consider age difference. You have to consider age difference because marriage is like forever thing. You are going to live with this person forever and ever. So marriage is okay. But I know so many marriage counselors have said that the least or the maximum, not the least, the maximum you can go should be about 10 years.
10 years?
Yes, so many marriage counselors that I have heard or have spoken to, they have said that the maximum you can go should be about 10 years.
10 years?
Yes, after 10 years, then it means that you are breaking boundaries, like you've gone beyond the ordinary, but they've advised that the maximum you can go is 10 years. Reason is that in Africa, sometimes if the man is more advanced, if the man is more mature than the woman, it helps because we are the head. So if you are more advanced than the woman and you can control affairs, you can lead, like you have that maturity, you have that leadership mentality, and you are, because you are the head of the house. No matter what, even if you marry a woman who is richer than you, who is older than you, because you are the man, you are still going to be the head figure of the house. So imagine a head figure who is not mature. How do you think the house is going to be like? Imagine a head figure who is not ripe, like for living. How is it going to be like? So when the man is older, sometimes it's the best. Same way, when the woman is older, it can still be the best based on how she is able to share the responsibilities with the man that she is married to. She could be, he could be younger, but it doesn't spoil anything. It is still about how responsibilities are shared and how each person will direct the other. There are so many stars whose wives are older than them.
Okay.
In fact, if you go to Hollywood, there are so many stars. Most of them, their wives are older than them. You understand? So it is no crime for anybody to marry someone who is older than him as a man. It is no crime. But me, even at this stage, if anybody should ask me that what is the right time to marry, I would say maturity time. I won't put age to it. I would say maturity time. And looking at these two people, Rita Dominic and the husband, they are the people who I can say they are in the maturity time. Yes. Okay. People are marrying so young lately. You see 20-year-old girl, 22-year-old boys, and they are married. They are married. Like you see young people. Me, I still think that most of them, they go into the marriage not really understanding the nuances of marriage. They go into it with this social media glam. I want to post photos of my wedding. I want to post photos of my engagement. I want to invite my classmates or my schoolmates to come to my wedding. That is the glam they want to enjoy. The ring. That's what they want to enjoy. But the real idea of settlement, like going to sit down with someone for the rest of your life, knowing about the good and the bad of the person, and still keeping quiet to be with him, most of them, they are not able to do it. That's why now, if you are following, there are more divorce cases.
Yeah.
There are more divorce cases because most of the people going into marriage are not mature. Many people going into marriage are not mature. That's why there are so many divorce cases all over. Because they go into it thinking, oh, they have been watching telenovela. What they see is rosy. What they see is always living good forever and ever, that kind of love. Where someone is always at the beach with a girl. No. When they get married and they realize that, hey, so it's not like that. I have to wake up at 5 a.m. to prepare food. I have to wake up at 5 a.m. to sweep. Then they get bored. Within some few years, Charlie, on my break, they are tired. They cannot do it anymore. You understand?
I get it.
So to me, the age at which these guys are marrying, it is the best and the perfect time to marry. Because at this stage, what are you coming to show these guys?
Yeah. They've seen it
any
all.
social media you come to show them?
They've seen it all.
They've seen it all. And they are all successful at their doings. And I'm going to tell our viewers 10 facts about Rita Dominic's mystery man that people don't know. I have some 10 facts that I'll be sharing with them on this show before we close. So those who are talking about age, this lady has also kept a low profile life when she went out of active acting.
Yeah.
She had kept a low profile life. It's not as if she's hungry. It's not as if she's in need. But she has kept a low profile life. She's not always on the gram like we see some people doing it. No, she's not. She's not always on social media here and there. No, she has really kept herself. That's why anytime her name is mentioned, it comes with some respect. It comes with some value.
Yes, very true.
Ever since her photos came up that she's gotten married, everywhere, all the top people in the movie industry in Africa, everybody's congratulating her. It means that she is respected. It means she is valued. So to those who are talking about 46, blah, 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 well, I am not too sure whether she's giving birth. Just that I think I saw some stories about her getting pregnant, but I didn't pay attention to those details because, Charlie, someone's wife, whether she's giving birth or she's not giving birth,
that is
not your case.
Break their marriage.
Yeah, but I saw a story like she was pregnant somewhere, but I just ignored because it was not my fancy. My fancy is to ask who she is about settling down with. And to me, like I'm saying, at this stage, she's 46. If she is all right and fertile, she can give birth. Now, with the help of advanced medicines here and there, I'm sure if she is all right and fertile, she can give birth. Just that I know lately, some women meet their menopause so early. That one I hear. Some people are here even after 45. If you are not careful, you meet your menopause because of habits. Once again, it's about habits. Some people are eating well, others are not eating well. Lifestyle, some people have good lifestyle, some people have bad lifestyle. So someone can be around and around that time, the person can get menopause. Some people after 50 and it goes on like that. But it doesn't matter. They can, if the truth, they know themselves. And even she is getting to her menopause and they say that, okay, at this stage, our interest is not even for childbirth. They can still agree and live comfortably and peacefully without any child in there. And nobody will chase anybody because they agreed before going into it. These are adults. The man is 56 years. 56 years, what are you going to show him again? And like I'm saying, he's a successful man. What are you going to show him again? All that I'm sure he's looking for is a peaceful life, a peaceful home. And this is a woman that you look at her and you'll be smiling. Because she is beautiful.
Very beautiful. And even at her age, 46.
Bro, no matter what, every boy or every man loves a beautiful lady. Take it or leave it. That's why beautiful ladies sometimes they have price. Because every man loves something beautiful. Like you want to wake up to smile to something good, not some mumu face. Not some mumu face staring at you when you wake up at dawn. Who wouldn't want Rita Dominic?
We'll see you at night. You go home the following morning and then be asking who.
Master, so before we wrap up, let me share this with all those who are watching us. Maybe you don't know.
All right,
and
boss,
I'm saying, yeah.
Before you share the 10 facts, the name of the husband is Fedelis Anosike. Fedelis Anosike. And please, before we move on to the fact, if you haven't subscribed yet, please, we're still begging. Do well to subscribe. Hit the notification bell down there. Hit it so that anytime we drop any content here, you'll be the first to be updated on. So now let's move on to the facts, like you said.
All right, so mynigeria.com, they have compiled a list of things you should know about the mystery man, Mr. Anosike, as you have pronounced it. Number one is that he is the founder of Folio Media Group. And Folio Media Group is a multimedia company that owns the Daily Times newspaper.
Newspaper?
Yes. And today's world, if you are publishing a newspaper, then it means you are tough. Because today is not a newspaper era.
No.
So if you are still in newspaper publishing era, like I just want to believe it is a newspaper publisher, as in they publish hard copies of newspaper. If they are doing that today, then it means you are tough. Because now newspapers are not involved. Remember, I've published a newspaper for 10 years. So I know the newspaper business. So at this stage, if you are publishing a newspaper, that means you have money.
Yeah.
Because it's not easy. You fold up. Newspaper went out of vogue for, I think, for the past almost 10 years. Newspaper has been out of vogue. How many newspapers do we even have in town?
Like by now, you should be holding a newspaper and then looking at this.
Exactly. But now they are all gone. Number two. Now, Fidelis Anosike is also the organizer of Miss Nigeria pageant.
Miss Nigeria pageant?
Yes. So just as we have Miss Ghana pageant in Ghana, which is very huge, when you go to Nigeria, their biggest event for beauty pageant is Miss Nigeria. They also represent Miss World and Miss Universe and Co. And he is the chief organizer of that event. And he has been doing this for years, according to reports so far. Now, number three is that Fidelis Anosike was born in 1966. So it means he turned 56 in 2022. Okay. We don't know which month, whether it is the first quarter or the rest of the quarter we are about to experience. And number four is that he studied creative arts at the University of Benin. He studied BA Applied and Fine Arts from 1985 to the year 1990 and attended Harvard School in the States.
Wow.
So he's seen life before. His educational background is solid. What again are you going to show him? I hear there are multiple reports that he is worth $2 million.
$2 million?
Yes. Though I know in Nigeria there are so many people who are worth more than $2 million. But for you to be worth $2 million according to multiple reports, that means you are not doing bad.
Yes.
You won't beg. If you do your things well, you never beg. He's 56. If he's worth $2 million and he's still in business, he won't beg to leave. He will be okay. He'll be very comfortable throughout. Now, it says that he has luxury automobiles and beautiful houses, but he doesn't boast about his success.
How?
Like, this is someone who is successful. He's done it all. He buys what he wants to buy. He lives at where he wants to live, but he's still keeping it cool. So what are you saying? That 46-year-old girl won't go for him? She will surely go for him. And I hear he has 7 siblings. He is 6 feet inches. His father was a police officer who died at the age of 52. His mother also passed away in 2021. So even at this stage, and women enjoy this kind of life. Like, apart from Ninianum or siblings, he doesn't have anybody to take care of. Mommy is not there, daddy is not there. Everything coming to my chest. Who would want this? And I hear he is one of Rita Dominic's sources of happiness.
Wow. Amongst all the facts,
you like the last one?
The last one.
He is one of Rita Dominic's sources of happiness.
So
those who are talking about age being a factor, they don't even know life. They don't even understand life. I sometimes wish that maybe if every young boy wants to settle, they should work. When they have gotten enough, like my age, like I should be settling like in the next 3 years. If life is well, like the next 3 years, I'll be like 45. Then I'm now settled because at that time, I don't have to move like I have been doing for the past 10 years. Since I'm married for the past 10 years, I've been moving. Sometimes whole weekend, if not come home, because yes, that is the time you have to work. You don't have any time to be sleeping. You have to work because you are still building your future. But from 45 going to 50, at least you know you are sure.
Yeah.
You understand? Then you can say, oh, then let me get some girl and be with. So if say you are 45 and you get someone who is, I say, 35, life is okay, bro.
Okay.
Life is okay, bro. You should understand life. And like I'm saying, to go for someone who is younger and won't understand life, to sit with you, let's think, let's jojo, and just go for someone who is living on social media. She wakes up and the first thing she picks is her phone to see who has posted what photo on Instagram. You are fucked. No, I'm telling you. If you are going to have such a girl, you are fucked. No crap. Hey, that one is your wife. Now, if you're going to take those girls as your wife, who is going to take care of your babies for you? Because she wants to be on Instagram. Oh, yes, you understand? Who is going to take care of your babies? You can't even take care of your babies, bro. Yeah. So it is very important that we look at some of these things. There's nothing like age in marriage. Me, I'm still proposing that if you want to settle, be matured before. Sometimes you can have money, but you are not matured. But with age, you understand life. Like today, if you take me back to 10 years or 15 years time, there are some things I could do those years. Now I won't do them.
Yeah, very true.
Even there are some ways maybe I could react, I could behave in my house then. Now I won't do them again. Sure. There was a way I could talk to my wife or somebody that I love, but now I'm careful with words. You understand? Because I know my mind is opened. I'm no more dumb like I used to be. Yeah. So marriage, dear, maturity is important. And Rita Dominic and the man, I'm not CK or whatever, their age for marriage, it is the best.
All right, thank you very much. I told you that the experience is there. Now you see what we're saying. So to Currency, the digital Rasta, and the rest of us. Currency, the digital Rasta. The 23-year-old girl. Currency, the digital Rasta, and the rest of us.
He has a 20-year-old girl.
Planning on getting married. All right, so we'd like to end here. Thank you very much. This is a few we discussed on Rita Dominic's and then the new found husband. It's so beautiful. I wish you well. Congratulations once again, and I pray for long life, good health, and then prosperity, happiness upon all. The name officially remains MC Iberima, your favorite MC's MC. Shout outs to everybody out there keeping us alive like this and watching us. We'll catch you some other time. It is peace, and we are out.